ordeal. But we need to turn toward life, Molly's life, because Molly's nobody's victim. Molly's my hero. The Iowa college student was found dead last week in a cornfield following a month-long search. Christian Rivera, you see him there, is accused of chasing and kidnapping Molly before killing her.
All right, we are expected to learn more today about the memorial services for Senator John McCain, who died over the weekend at the age of 81.
Alicia Acuna is live in Phoenix, where the first in a series of memorials will take place. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Rob. And we are expecting a briefing later this morning from the late senator's former campaign manager and family spokesperson. Give us additional details on how this American hero is going to be honored. The first of the ceremonies will be here in Arizona. On Wednesday, his casket will be brought to the state capitol building, where he will lie in state for public viewing. This will be after a private ceremony with his family. On Thursday, McCain's motorcade will leave the state capitol grounds for a service at the North Phoenix Baptist Church. At the conclusion of what his office is calling a celebration of his life and legacy, his casket will be flown to Washington, D.C., where he will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol Rotunda, and then following a memorial service at Washington National Cathedral. And as per his wishes, he will be buried at the cemetery at the Naval Academy at Annapolis, Maryland. One way his colleagues in the Senate may be looking to honor the man so many of them respected is an idea being floated by Senate Minority Leader Democrat Chuck Schumer. He says he will introduce a resolution to name the Russell Senate office building after McCain.
He was always willing to speak truth to power at a time when there are so few people who do that. Because he was a truth seeker, he didn't let parties stand in the way of truth.
And Arizona Senator Jeff Flake told Face the Nation that he would like to be the first Republican to co-sponsor this resolution, making this a bipartisan effort. Jackie, Rob.
Alicia, thank you. We appreciate it. Pope Francis refusing to comment after he's accused of covering up sexual abuse by a top cardinal. The pontiff telling reporters on a flight back from Ireland, quote, "Read the document carefully and judge it for yourselves. I will not say one word on this." That document from a former Vatican diplomat claims a pope knew about Fyodor McCarrick's abuse of lower priests 5 years ago. McCarrick resigned last month. The UN's top court will start hearing Iran's lawsuit over U.S. sanctions today. The Middle Eastern nation hoping to get them lifted. It's the latest round in the battle between the two nations, which heated up when President Trump pulled the U.S. from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, leading to a series of sanctions. The U.S. government has not responded to the lawsuit, but will have a chance in court to do so tomorrow.
All right, President Trump's set to host the president of Kenya at the White House today. He and Uhuru Kenyatta will discuss trade and security. Kenyatta will also meet with American business leaders while in Washington. He'll be the second African leader to meet with President Trump at the White House. Candidates making their final pitch to voters today before critical primaries tomorrow. In Arizona, Congresswoman Martha McSally, former state senator Kelly Ward, and former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio are vying for the Republican nod for retiring Jeff Flake's Senate seat. In Florida, Trump-endorsed Congressman Ron DeSantis squares off against Adam Putnam in the GOP primary for the governor of Florida. And current Republican Governor Rick Scott is the favorite to win the Senate primary, setting up a showdown against incumbent Democrat Bill Nelson. And that could be a very close race there in Florida to keep an eye on.
Hawaii comes out swinging and doesn't look back. The Little Leaguers from the Aloha State are World Series champs this morning.
There you have it. Hawaii wins it. Noka Hawaii. Hawaii is the best.
Wow, look at that. Hawaii beating South Korea 3-0. Some great pitching there to claim the title in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's their first series win since 2008. These kids did a great job.
Good for them. Look at those smiles. That's awesome.
That is awesome. 9 minutes after the hour, some Democrats now say that illegal entry should not be a criminal matter. Why our next guest says it's a campaign pitch that'll guarantee a loss for liberals.
We should have free public college for people $125,000 and below.
Democratic New York Governor Andrew Cuomo promised free tuition for low-income students. You'll never guess how many applications are actually being rejected.
Take the money and run.